Good evening and welcome to Truth and Transparency. Yes, home team. Again, thanks for being here. Saturday, 10:30 Eastern Standard. Just a couple minutes off. Thank you, moderators, members, subscribers. What a day. Things are starting to shake up in the Idaho4 case in terms of a motion filed on April 21st, 2023. Bethany, her lawyer wanting to quash a subpoena. Bethany is labeled as a material witness. And right now, anybody that's been following the University of Idaho murders, this is causing quite a stir. Again, hello to everybody. What's up, Doc? JJ. Hello to all you lovely faces with avatars. For me, it's what's in the quash, what is written. You can quash a subpoena for many reasons, or motion to quash a subpoena for many reasons. So for me, it is what is in the motion. Bethany has the lead public defender in her home county as her attorney, and then she added a second attorney. So Bethany lives in Nevada, the Reno area, and it was no surprise, I did a live about this, that Bethany went back home as I would bring back my child. She went back home and could do her classes online, or she needed to take some time off. But without a doubt, I knew that Bethany went to Nevada, spoke about it, and there's nothing strange of Bethany being in Nevada. So anybody out there talking about Bethany being in Nevada is strange. No, she's from Reno. Her family's, lives there. She's living with her family, and that's all there is to it. Now, the quash comes in where, again, you can quash a subpoena for numerous reasons. You could try to quash a subpoena because you have the date is so conflicting with something. Now, what I find interesting is what you're going to be writing in this as to why. Subpoenas are also, it's attend and produce. So attend and produce. It could be that they want to quash the subpoena because of what it is asking, the production of stuff that is, deemed to be not relevant too much, overburdensome, things like that. But I find it interesting is to, if you're cooperating with the prosecution, I don't think that you have to go through this. Okay. So if you're a cooperating witness, a material witness for the prosecution, your lines of communication are hopefully there, and there isn't issues with the fact that you're going to be testifying. So yeah, being improperly served, you could quash a subpoena for that reason. Do I think it's because of that? No, I don't. Her one parent is a dentist. To be specific. But I've had the pleasure of witnessing what a quash subpoena is like. But when you go to motion to quash a subpoena, it's like anything, you can have actually a hearing about it. But the big thing is what's going to be in this motion. You have to list your reasons why you want this to occur, which is either you want it to be reduced in what they're asking for, you want it out completely. So I'm trying to break it down in very, layman's terms and general, but I think this happening right now, it's definitely for the preliminary hearing. So do I think that the defense could be the potential people to be subpoenaing Bethany? Yeah, I do. Because I don't see this whole fiasco happening if it was the prosecution. Again, thank you guys for the memberships. And then I saw Super Chat before we got started. Thank you for that. We haven't heard anything from Bethany. We haven't really heard anything from Dylan either, other than what's in the PCA. But even in the PCA, it's so minimal. So what we do know is that Bethany is the person that's placing, according to the PCA, is placing Ethan and Xana at the Sigma Chi house. Okay. So if during discovery you came across something that would impeach another witness, so we need Bethany at the preliminary because she can impeach somebody's testimony because of what they found in discovery. Again, I'm just throwing this out there. But I think it's interesting. Again, I can't say this for certain because the documents have not been revealed in terms of like the material, the contents of it. But somebody wants her to be present, I believe, at the preliminary hearing, possibly even to be deposed beforehand. But the motion to quash wasn't for a deposition per se, but that doesn't mean that they're not asking for a deposition. So until we get to see what they're all asking for Bethany, but your subpoena can be, it's not just that you're attending, it's to attend and produce. So you can, like, when you're filling out your subpoena, okay, you can just say, hey, we need this person to attend, and, then we're going to be questioning them. But there's also that you can hit check attend and produce, and then you tell them what you need them to bring. For example, let's say that you owned a business and we need you to bring your, your tax returns, and we need your employee, yada, yada, yada. So this motion to quash could be that you're going to try to kick it all the way out. That's never going to happen though. But I think it probably has to do with whatever they're asking for. And that's like in the production. But you have to ask yourself, just the most important question is if you're a cooperating witness for the prosecution, why would this ever happen? Why would somebody that's a cooperating witness for the prosecution be hiring an attorney to quash a subpoena? What is up, Annie Potts? Girl, good to see you. Annie Potts says, I believe she may be threatened with criminal charges if she doesn't cooperate with the state for either side of the state in the case. You guys, I've been saying it. Okay, this is going to be a wild ride. And people can start downplaying things or keep downplaying things all they want, but the writing is on the wall. Pay attention to what's being filed. Pay attention to, don't pay attention to all the commentary that comes with what people think. look at just what the documents are, okay? This type of movement in a case with somebody that's supposed to be so guilty, and he's such a monster, okay? It's going the opposite way. It's going the opposite way. You know, this paperwork was filed on April 3rd. The starting process of this was April 3rd. They have to give out-of-state witnesses because technically she's moved out of state. You have to give them extra time as an in-state resident to be when you subpoena somebody. So her paperwork would have gotten to her, and then they go ahead and motion for this. I think it's interesting that the attorney that she added to her docket is a family law attorney. Okay, she's not a criminal defense attorney. She's a civil attorney. She's family law. I don't know if you guys paid attention. Mama Hen says things should be starting to make more sense by now, not added confusion. This is really not confusing. This is part of it. So all it is that Bethany and Bethany's parents went and sat down with an attorney and talked to an attorney. They probably did this a long time ago, but let's just even say that it was recent. And you can motion to quash any subpoena. Then you have to fill out your reasons as to why. And then it gets sent to the judge. The judge looks at it. But you can also be asked to have like a hearing over it. I don't think that this is going to go anywhere in terms of that this is going to be quashed. Again, I think the biggest writing on the wall here is that if you're a cooperating witness for the prosecution, none of this is taking place. So something is off. I don't necessarily think that it's like, how can she not want to be testifying to help her roommates or anything like that? It could be whatever was said in the subpoena. Yeah, I have April 3rd as the issue date. And then the attorney that the first attorney that she got was the public defender's deputy attorney, and now it's actually like the lead public defenders. So you got Ann Taylor, who's the lead public defender, and now you got this, what's her name? Evelyn. You got all females right now. A heavy loaded minus Bill Thompson. It's gonna be a female fist fight in there. Yeah. So for example, for me, with everything that I just went through and I'm still going through it, somebody put in paperwork that their minor daughter was basically a witness to something. And because that's what they put in the paperwork, because they had told their minor daughter a bunch of stuff. And so I motioned to subpoena 5 people, and every single person that I motioned was out of state. So there was a couple California people, and then a couple East Coast people, and then a couple people that were in state, one of which was the minor child. And this person filed to quash the subpoena for the minor child, stating their attorney went on record as a offer of proof and said that the minor child knows nothing about anything that's going on, and therefore is no value, and blah, 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 blah. And which is complete and utter bullshit. But so like I had firsthand experience of what a quash subpoena is like when someone motions to it. And I didn't even have a chance to rebuttal on it, because by the time that it was motioned on it and then the judge answered on it, it was so ordered and like boom, boom. But that's how they do things in Colorado. Anyways, all I can say is don't put people in your paperwork, because, yeah, they are a material witness once you put them in your paperwork. You made them a witness. So Bethany is in paperwork. Bethany, even if she was to be questioned as, yeah, I was sleeping, I didn't hear anything. I believe that Bethany's testimony could possibly impeach other people's testimony. I believe that maybe Bethany's phone, whatever they're asking to produce, I believe that something came up. And if Ann Taylor was planning on these people being already there and present, and she comes to find out that they're not on the preliminary witness list, that she then has to go subpoena this person. But that's where this would then fall. That's me. So, Amber, no, she could technically be a witness for the prosecution. It's about, remember, in the preliminary hearing, your detectives, if you have usually 5 years experience, you can be labeled as a qualified witness. And if you're labeled as a qualified witness, then you're allowed to testify to hearsay at the preliminary hearing. And the majority of these officers meet that qualification, with the exception of technically Payne. He does not have 5 years of service with any police department. But you can also get that waived based on different training and certifications and things like that. But maybe the prosecution wasn't planning on calling her at the preliminary hearing, but the defense needs to be able to call her. So they're putting her down. That's what I would see. Like I just go back to logic here, and if you're a cooperating witness, and I can't see that the prosecution would want to, overburden Bethany Funke in any type of way. So I don't see her quashing a state subpoena. That's my thing. You know what, Mama Hen? I've become so much more knowledgeable because I've had to be my own attorney. Trust me, definitely paid the price in my learning curve. But so remember what I was telling you guys? I don't see the prosecution having Dylan or Bethany testify, remember, at the preliminary hearing, and they're going to rely on these, and they're going to go balls to the walls with these officers and their statements, and this is what we're going to go with. That's why I don't believe that, or that's why I said I don't believe that Bethany or Dylan would be there testifying. Well, whatever I think Ann Taylor came across or found, or she's looking to get this thrown out. She's looking to defend her client to the best of his ability, or her ability rather, for him. And when you're going through all the paperwork and you're coming across and putting a timeline together, and whatever the state's putting down, and they're saying that this is X, Y, and Z, well, you're going to try to find anybody and anything to say that it's not X, Y, and Z, and it's A, B, and C. Or just basically blow up that, even if you don't know what it could be. But here we have this person right here. Their testimony alone, with the evidence that's digital behind them, proves that this didn't happen, things like that. So I think that Bethany is going to be used she's going to possibly impeach somebody's testimony. And right now, without me seeing anything, I'm guessing that's going to be an officer. Somebody that would be testifying to hearsay. Something in the PCA. That's just my Again, that's me not seeing a damn thing. I'm just going off of common sense. So, I can tell you this. There's no way in hell that Bethany's going to get granted and so ordered that this is a quash subpoena. That's not happening. Not a chance in hell. What could potentially happen though is based on, I would want to depose Bethany. I would want to depose Bethany and Dylan, especially after seeing if there's a bunch of statements being said and clashing information. So maybe in that subpoena, you can get a subpoena to do a deposition. And what that means is that before you ever going to have this hearing, you get to go, get a court reporter, and you go into a room with Bethany and her attorney and the prosecution and the defense, and you literally question Bethany, and it's all recorded and it's under oath. So that can be used then if you say something different when you're questioned in the preliminary or even at trial, that deposition can and will be used against you or to impeach your new testimony if it's to be different, things like that. I think Bethany being labeled as a material witness, like, hell yeah, she's a material witness. Okay, she's their roommates. She's material to so many aspects of this case, and it wouldn't just be the crime itself, like the lifestyle, what they normally did, where they went. Did you ever go here with them? Did you ever go there with them? Have you ever seen this person? Like, she's material. That's material as you can get. I don't care if she did not see the crime. I mean, she's material. Roommate. By everything that we know, she was there and present in that home that night. And she's very material for where Ethan and Xana were. So, what is your theory on delay to call the police? I don't really have a theory on that. I know that college kids wake up late, so I don't expect 911 to be called when you go to bed at 4 to be called at 8 a.m. I can tell you that. Either you were calling right away or you weren't calling until you woke up. So I'm going to go with the fact that nobody called right away because nobody heard or saw anything. And then you're going to look at people's cell phones and see if they were walking around with their cell phones and their cell phones were making movement. Just like in the Alex Murdaugh trial. I want to look at their cell phones. I want to see the steps that they were taking with these cell phones from the time of 4 a.m. till even before that. The time that the girls got home, 1:45, 2 o'clock in the morning, looking at everybody's cell phone for the steps taken. But yeah, if I go to bed at 4 a.m. and I'm a college student, I'm not waking up until 11. So 911 being called, it's a matter of when they woke up and got out of their bed and had their phone and was walking around. So, why was only Bethany as far as, well, we don't, you guys, this doesn't just mean that Bethany was the only person subpoenaed. This just means that Bethany right now, all we know is Bethany's the only one to attempt to have a lawyer try to quash it. Okay. But trust me, a lot of subpoenas went out. You'll get people that says like, hey, I'm a cooperating witness, I'm going to testify. But in something like this, you don't want to take a chance at them not showing up. So you're going to be subpoenaing everybody. Again, kind of like my case. Oh, yeah, Lana, I'm going to testify for you. Well, guess what? I don't need you to even say that to me because I'm subpoenaing your ass. But good to know that you want to, you know. Me and Bella were joking around and we're like, what if in the paperwork it says that she has, a surgery planned? And I was like, yeah. And Bryan Kohberger brought her a pair of tits. And that's why, she has a surgery planned. Bryan brought her breast implants for a Christmas gift. And they scheduled the date out already. We were just being idiots. But, what if it's Bethany's ID that was in Bryan's car? Student ID. Again, everybody should look at the bigger picture of this is why it's going to be what's in it, what's in the quash. Like, what is this lawyer for Bethany possibly going to say as to why this subpoena should be thrown out, or part of it, This isn't. I don't believe that this is leaked at all. This isn't leaked. This isn't leaked at all. This is documents, court filings. They're probably going to be planning on having a hearing about this. I think it really goes to the stuff that they want to, produce. Like, you're not going to go on a fishing expedition and have all rights to all this stuff that's not even within the scope that they're going to try to say. And, again, it goes to credibility. Like, just, you got a guy that's fighting for his life, right? And you want to be able to get your hands on whatever you can to show X, Y, and Z, especially if you didn't do it. Or if you were there, but you weren't the one, you were there, you didn't realize what the hell these people were doing, and then this happened, and, you speed out of there, something like that. What is up, Live in the Red Kim? Life in the fast lane. So, Lana, do you have a set idea who you think murdered or was involved with BK? Bryan Kohberger or Brent Kapaka? A lot of BKs in this situation. Can she be compelled to testify? She will be testifying, no doubt about it. She's not getting around testifying. I think what she can maybe get around is what they're asking of her to produce, if that's in there. I thought all of this was under a gag. It's under a gag order to talk about, like, I knew this is where I find all the beautiful and smart people on a Saturday night. You know that's right, girl. The stuff that's under the gag is that you can't go run around talking about something after something comes out. Just like all the documents that got released, I think it was like March 7th. Just like all the search warrant stuff, like that stuff started getting released. Official court documents is not that's not the gag order. The gag order is talking, like, you can't go out and talk publicly about it. We can talk all we want about it. The media can. You can't go being Bill Thompson or being Ann Taylor and go talk about this. That's what the gag order is. I don't have a theory on this case. After the preliminary hearing, I'm excited because what I do is I like to eliminate things or just put into perspective of what's, what possibilities are and look for stuff within documents. The reasoning that I wanted to follow this case was because of the isolated targeted attack, but then no arrest for as long as there was no arrest, but yet everybody's safe, but yet they don't have an arrest. You guys, that's the biggest oxymoron I've ever heard in my life. We don't know who did this, but you guys are all safe. What? This was an isolated targeted attack. How? How do you get there? How do you get that? So, the 911 call will be released, definitely. The 911 call is coming out at the preliminary hearing, in my opinion. And if you're a good reporter in that courtroom, you'll be able to do your shorthand to get the gist and be able to take the notes on what was said in the 911 call. Don't worry, guys. I will make sure that we have that 911 call almost verbatim if we can't have it being played. Yeah, this preliminary hearing, guys, it's basically like a trial. This is imminent trial. So I want to be in that courtroom. I'm an artist. The way that they're doing the courtroom stuff is, yeah, like it's first come, first serve. But if you write to the, I'm not even going to say it. I don't need to give anybody any additional help out there. Fend for yourselves. But Truth and Transparency is going to be rocking that week and the week leading up to it. Or I should say like the 3 days leading up to it. A lot of prep has gone into, being out there for that week and the days and the days after. Might even spend 4th of July there. I heard it's really nice there on the water, and who knows. What is up, Octavia? No way, girl. What you doing, girl? I love seeing all my favorite names in here tonight. Like, look at these people. I don't think he was the first person that called, but I believe that he's on there. We'll see. I got a fake ID though. Don't give it away, Lana. Don't. Yeah, I'm not. Florida bass fishing? No way. Where's my fish at? The Florida Keys. I need me some Florida. What's up, Jamie? How are you there? What's up, Boston? Emma Bailey gets arrested end of March. BF subpoenaed first few days of April. Did she know info? Maybe it was an honest coincidence. She's being subpoenaed for this case, guys. It has, it happens in cases about, especially with drugs, that when somebody else has like their hearing or their trial and people testify and stuff comes out, if you have connecting cases in a way in the same people involved with cases during different testimonies of different cases, yeah, based on those testimonies, things could come out where then you find out information that would lead you to be able to figure out another case. But I don't believe that Bethany is being subpoenaed because of Caden Young's death or anything like that. This has all to do with this case and this case only. If stuff shall come from it, hey, that comes from it. But That's what's happening. If I'm Ann Taylor, I'm calling the 6th roommate. If I'm Ann Taylor, I'm calling the whole damn crew. But yes, it starts Monday, June 26th. Yes. Thank you. Yes. So glad you're going to Idaho and be in court, so we will get the truth. Yeah, you guys should see my extensive camping gear. You guys think I'm joking about having this huge big tailgate. We have no choice. If you want to get into the courtroom, you got to do it right. But also, the media is really good about if you have a good relationship with people that they share, you share media, especially if it's a situation like this where certain people aren't getting into a courtroom because of, hey, it's just we only have so many seats. They're usually good with sharing their notes, them being photocopied and then given to you. So I'm running my own grub truck. So Lana, are you going to go to the grub truck? No, I'm just going to run my own that week. Weeks before camping out. Why would she want the subpoena quash? The only thing that I can think of is that you're quashing what's in it. Like, you don't need to be producing these other things because it's you're not going to go on a fishing expedition type of thing. That to me would be something to expect, but to think that you're not going to show up and be excused from this, like this was never happening. But hey. I saw where some were already camping out nearby waiting in Pullman. I don't think so, but that's interesting. Where does Bethany currently go to college? I think Bethany is just taking classes online at her same university, Idaho. She's just at her parents' house and doing her stuff online. Or they were like, you can take like as much time as you need, away. Yeah, so. Oh, I'll definitely be seeing his cat. When are you bringing your binders? Yeah, the binders usually make a lot of my trips, so they'll be there. I'll be making sure I see Nancy too. Bryan, yep, I'll be seeing them all. Your birthday's June 27th. I would love to spend it in that courtroom. I wonder if my lawyer has connections. Yep, it's first come, first serve. Doesn't matter if you're O.J. Simpson. Please bring Ashley a new shirt. Are you bringing your whiteboard? No, I'm not. You know how big that thing is? Oh my God, Dylan will confess and Bryan will be free. Drunk turkeys. What? Why the parents of Bethany are getting a lawyer? I'd get a lawyer. If that was my son or daughter, I'd get a lawyer. I'm telling you guys, lawyering is the best thing you could ever do if you can afford it. You just do everything through your attorney. That way, nothing can be used against you. You can prop it up on Nancy Grace's table. Please bring Nancy Grace a shirt that says "Balls the Wall" for truth and transparency. I just may just get her Truth and Transparency a hoodie with my face on it. Tell her she can wear it to bed. Yeah. So yeah, real quick, there's like 6 new body cam footage. But I wanted to talk about this first, so I got that out there. I think that the content, like everything that's going to be in that quash subpoena is going to be, I think that'll be released as well. And I think it's going to show a lot of the hand. So it's going to be really interesting because that's not going to be vague. If it's vague, I mean, they're going to have a hearing over it. I just don't even see it getting possibly even a hearing. It would just be like, no, denied. But Parents Weekend was 4/15/2023. So last weekend was Parents Weekend in Moscow, Idaho. And yet another noise complaint by the same person. And we got parents calling on parents. It's crazy. So I'm going to end this live with just a preview for what I'm going to show in the morning, which is the body cams and to go through them and to dissect them with you guys. But here you go. We're going to end this live with a little sneak peek of one of the body cams. Yeah, I'm making Italian sausage instead. Who wants an Irish kiss when you can have an Italian sausage? So I'm going to be doing my live in the morning, I believe, or at least a time that all the UK people can enjoy as well. So, no, Annie, you get to see some of it. I'm going to show you some right now in the morning. Damn, tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. Check it out. Don't worry. I'm going to give you a little thunder right now. And everybody loves a tease, Annie. I'll bring some burgers. All right, here, check it out. All right, guys. There's Mr. Kohberger. Mr. Kohberger is talking to one of the residents of the house. It's parents' weekend. Here are the parents just hanging out. Okay. Dude, this is totally normal with college campuses. You guys can see the time up there. All right, it is 6:02 p.m. and but there's some parents there. But Mr. Kohberger is there questioning. I'm just kidding. So you guys should be able to. Can you guys hear the sound? That was a joke. That was a joke. Okay, hold on. Let me get you guys your sound. My bad.
Hey guys. Hi guys. I'm good. Doing good.
Probably best not to be doing this. I know it's only 6 o'clock at night, but people do live in this neighborhood. You know this. You live here. You've been here before.
Yeah.
That training on you?
I actually don't. I'm sorry. I don't have my wallet.
Elliot, I appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah.
Once again, we didn't seek this out. We were called about this.
No, yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah.
What's your last name?
LUMBH.
ELL?
Yep.
No initial?
Yeah.
On your right hand?
Yes.
Sit on the street with your beer.
Okay. How about a phone number?
949.
As long as you stay on private property with an open container, you're good.
I got it. I know it. Like I said, we didn't.
Yeah, just let guys know, stay on private property if you can have an open container.
This is parents' weekend, man.
Okay, so appreciate your cooperation. Thank you. Have a good day. Casey? Yes, me.
You guys, this is just last weekend. This is parents' weekend, man. We had like mom's weekend, dad's weekend, parents' weekend, Sib's weekend. This is parents' weekend, spring parent weekend.
I can't hear you.
This is so funny.
We're gonna go right after
Erin told him, stay out of the street if you got a beer open.
Everyone I checked was 21. Spent last Lincoln, Nora, David Henry, first at Elliott, Edward Lincoln, Idaho, Tom. He shows two middles. Or he told me he has two middles. First one's Peterson and Paul, second one's Ephes and Frank. Do you have any?
You guys, it's the same person that called on 1122 King. It's the same person. There was a couple different people in the beginning, but then this continues to be just the same person.
Of course it is. That's why you go in there smiling, shaking hands, things like that.
It's parents drinking with their kids, and it's parents calling on parents. You didn't invite me to the party. Watch this. I'm sorry, but 6 o'clock at night, noise complaint. Dude, this is a college campus. Like, I can't.
Don't crash.
That's close.
Nope.
The collisions happen in our presence.
Exchange info. We leave.
Private property collision, right?
Yep. As long as we exchange info.
I mean, it is 6 o'clock on Friday or Saturday.
Started off early with Parents Weekend.
Clearly, justified to point.
Is that guy actually?
Oh, he said hit your body cam. Do you see him? He pointed to his body cam like because it's a red light. He said, yeah, get your body cam. Hold on, I got another one for you. They get instructed that, hey, we got to start citing, like, let's just start citing these cars, like they're just parked illegally. So hold on one second. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is good. Wait, this is the one I want, I think. All right, this is a good view, so hold on. Okay, this is just a good view for you to see. This is Taylor. So to your left here is the band field, okay? And then over here to your right, where the street is right here, that's the street that you go to, get back to the house. But this is a good view to see. This is Taylor. This is where people were in the middle of that field. They're just having a block party and they're just like all.
We're clearing out. Warning issued. And Bob, you can close it, no report.
You can close it, no report. See the people running from the Sigma Chi? That's running from Sigma Chi over there. So people just cut through like this. It's just like nonstop. Oh, see, okay, right here. See these parents right here? Wait till I show you this body cam. These parents right here are walking down with Mr. Kohberger, I call him. He looks like Brian's dad, but it's not. And the one parent was like, "Oh my God, you came to our house last night." Here he is. There he is, Mr. Kohberger himself. Okay, so that group of parents there, they have a conversation with him, and it is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Because one of the parents is like, "Oh my God, you were at our house last night." Ah, well, doing what, man? So here, I'll show you that. And then, let's see.
We should be citing all these unless.
Okay. All right, here we go. Mr. Kohberger. Again, hello, everybody. I'm trying to go full screen with that. There you go. Now, this is the body cam of his name's Green. Okay, guys, he's Green. And he's standing around here talking.
We should be citing all these unless Jay wants them.
I think Jay wants him.
There's a Sigma Chi house.
Yeah, he's nodding his head.
So there's a Sigma Chi house. Yeah, it's like it's literally right across the street. Okay.
I already wrote that one.
All those cars.
I already wrote that one.
That one?
That one.
Unfortunately, that one.
I wrote that one.
You didn't write any of those.
I haven't written those yet. I went to handle the noise complaint. I'll help you.
Cool. I forgot my parking ticket.
He's got to go get his ticket book. Thank you. Appreciate that. Take a little pause here, see what we could see in his vehicle. Here we go. Here we go. He goes literally up the whole street and just starts ticketing every car. Oh, damn. Ticket, ticket, ticket. And here it goes.
Hello. You got it, Jim. I got it.
Look at, then he puts his little piece of paper. So here we go. You are charged as indicated below. Okay, so he's got to check one of those. He put the time, but it looks like he put $25 where it says time. I mean, who knows? And then he puts it in his little little envelope. Nothing like a handwritten citation.
I think he's practiced.
Yeah. See, I was right. Totally put $25 in the time spot. God bless him. He's like, I'm not licking that. My DNA ain't going on anything.
What? You got the red one? I got the red one.
It's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock though. They're ticketing all the parents. They're ticketing all
Parents weekend.
parents.
Parents weekend. We're not moms and dads anymore. We are a nuclear family. What other call was on the screen?
There was a call at John Valley.
Oh, a
I just
civil.
looked it went away.
Oh. Maybe somebody called him. Is it going all the way up there to the top?
I mean, is it technically a park all the way?
Yeah, it is. All the way to the top. He shouldn't be up there by himself, though. I'll go up there. All right.
Okay, this is where it gets juicy. Saddle up, ladies and gentlemen. The juice.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm taking a selfie with Mr. Green in the library with the candlestick. Officer Green here. Officer Green needs his own reality show.
Thank you. Okay. There we go. All done. Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine. You're on the wrong side of the road, technically. We could write you for that, but clearly we're not.
So once you got the ticket, does it mean you can stay?
Nope, we just was come back when the fire trucks come through and can't get through and tow it. That's why there's no parking on this side, because fire trucks and ambulances can't get up there.
We don't call them, so it doesn't matter. Okay, listen up. Listen up.
How you doing? Good. How are you? Good. Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. It's a very busy weekend.
Wait, you were at OJ last night?
Yeah, you were at our house last night.
Correct, I was.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Wait, you guys are repeat offenders?
She is.
You remember me, huh?
Well, yeah, you were sitting right on the couch. Anyways, have a safe night. Hopefully we never meet again, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys, I have no idea what's going on, but you were at our house last night. So, well, yeah, repeat offenders. Wait, I think they're joking, but they're definitely not joking that he was at their house last night. All right. So I just talked to myself for about 5 minutes there. So again, that was what, 3 of the videos. We're going to play in the morning the remaining of the videos. I'm going to hear from you guys. So I'm going to open up the, to hit the link or call in. Want to hear what you guys think about the quash. Want to hear what you guys think about these, recent body cam videos. Again, this is just last weekend. This is Parents Weekend. Hopefully you guys can hear things now. Otherwise, let's see. Yeah, I think it's all good. But yeah, we have parents calling on parents, basically. This was just last weekend. It's a college town. Like, parents are in town. That's the whole point. You have gatherings and you get together and you're supposed to be doing, it's safe. And this to me is what would seem normal, but yeah, somebody was not happy and they called a noise complainant. And then these police officers were there the night before at these parents' house. I don't know. It was just. But there is no laws against, like, you're allowed to have gatherings at your house. Yeah, you're not supposed to disrupt the peace and all that stuff, but come on. Eventually, when are you going to tell that person to move? So yeah, tomorrow, join me. We'll check out the rest of these body cams. I want to hear from you guys. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. Hit your thumbs up or thumbs down based on if you enjoyed the episode. But yeah, things are really going to start, I think. I think it's going to be a little bit of a chess match here. So paying attention to the docket, what's filed. In this case, they usually pump them all out in bulk. So like, it wouldn't surprise me if we see like 5 to 6 more filings. So boom, boom, boom. A material witness is you're considered, your testimony can be used. It's in high regard because of the information that you're going to be testifying to. So it's normally in guilt or innocence of the person that's being, accused. But your material, you're needed for material that's being used. That's what I think it's going to be for her. So yep, I'm going to take calls in the AM. So I'm going to go rest my voice up. Was that body cam from King Road? Yes, it is from King Road. It's the same. You guys, that area right there, that's the house. That's the old house that Jack D lived in. You can literally see the 1122 King. I'll show up the map again, the aerial view of it with the drone, so you guys can see exactly where the 112 King house is and then where this house is. But these are all the people that all like they would just run back and forth to our houses. These are all like really good friends. These houses are all very close, and they were always constantly hanging out with one another in these houses over here. There's like a cluster of like 6 of them. So yes, Annie. Yes. So, all right, guys, until next time, again, be kind to one another. And trust me, if you see somebody in a chat, the best thing to do is to just block that person. Then you don't see their comments, things like that. I never went up to anybody in a bar and went up to them and said, hey, I don't like you. So think about it when you're in chat. Don't be weird. Don't be strange. Be kind, or just be quiet. But you guys always rock in here. Carry that elsewhere. Until tomorrow. Sleep tight. Now I see who the name is on the complaints. Oh, yeah. Take a good look at that. Take a good look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, back to babysitting. JLR. You guys rock. All right, next time. Tomorrow. Be there, be square. They should rent the Banfield out for parking. They should.